Hey there, Regina Andler with Automation Consulting, where we help overwhelmed women business owners return back to being overjoyed with their businesses. From overwhelmed to overjoyed. We're here for Motivation Monday, and this week our theme is time. How many times have you said to yourself, I don't have enough time in the day to get everything done? Time is the number one reason why most people feel overwhelmed, not just in their businesses, but in their everyday life. Overwhelmed comes from the concept, the idea, the perception that there's not enough time to get everything that you want to get done. I'm here to tell you a little secret. That whole concept of time, it's not true. Time is something created by man. And I'm talking from a quantum physics standpoint. So when you think about time and the concept of time, time is actually a relative thing. Just think about it this way. Have you ever had one of those days that you went through your whole day, you were having what seemed to be the best day of your life up until then, and the day just flew by, and you don't even remember from the morning to the evening how you got from point A to point B. It just seemed like a flash because you were enjoying yourself so much. And on the other side, have you ever had a day where you just couldn't wait for that day to end? Now, both of those days had 24 hours in them. And yet for you, one of them seemed to pass in no time, and the other one seemed to drag on forever and ever and ever. Time is a relative thing. Time doesn't exist. We have created time. Mankind created the concept of time for the reason of getting from one point to another. And that's what time is all about. And so we've created this idea of minutes and days and hours and millennium and clocks and timepieces and all this stuff. And, using the sun as it revolves around the earth to pass by this time concept that we have. And yet, from a standpoint of what really is time is different for all of us. Because maybe I'm having that really good day today and time is flying, and you're having that really bad day and you just can't wait for the day to get over. It's different depending on how you look at it. It's unique to you. Time is unique to you. We're all still spending the same amount of time. How we choose to fill up that time is unique to us. So when you say, I don't have enough time to get everything done in the day, well, that's because you're choosing what it is that you want to get done during the day. And maybe you need to manage your time just a little bit better so that you can fit in the things that you want. Maybe you need to delegate. Maybe you need to let go. Maybe you need to let go some of the control that you feel over certain things and let somebody else do it. When it comes to time is, as they say, fleeting, right? The only time that actually exists is this present moment. Right here, right now, this exact present moment is where time is. Again, time is that it's made up in our head. We've given it dimension. We've given it things like the clocks, the watches, and all that kind of stuff. We've made it what it is. And yet time is different for each of us. How much time do we have? Nobody knows, right? So when it comes to being overwhelmed and feeling overwhelmed because of perceived lack of time, it's really easy once you start thinking about how time actually works and what you can do with time. And being present and now is the way to handle time. When you're present and focused on one thing at one time, it all gets done as it should, right? As humans living in a microwave world, we want everything done 5 minutes ago. In that time, 5 minutes ago. And yet the present for it has not happened yet. because its time has not come yet. I know it gets kind of wrapped up in there, doesn't it? But time really is one of those things where once you actually understand how time works, you start to realize that when you start saying things like, I don't have enough time to get everything done, you start to understand that you're actually creating that perceived, and I'll say that again, that perceived lack of time. It's all perception, it's in your head. Your reality that you are creating in your head, because you create your reality. In that reality, you are creating that perceived lack of time. Once you know that and understand that, guess what? You can change that idea. The idea of there's not enough time can be attached to a limiting belief. How many times have you been told throughout your life that there's just not enough time to get everything done? 8 days a week, not enough hours in a day. We'll never get it all done. We constantly put upon ourselves this concept that we need more time, when really all we need is the present moment. So this week, I've got a few more quotes out to send for you on time, each one with their own little quip. And I'm hoping for you that it may shed some light on this concept of time being part of the idea of overwhelm. As overwhelmed people often say, I'm overwhelmed because there's just not enough hours in the day. We all get 24 hours in a day. How you choose to use them is entirely up to you. I choose to be in the present moment at all times and do whatever it is that is in that present moment. Yes, do I put stuff in my present moment? Yes. I say, here's what I'm going to do. Here's the task at hand. And this is what I'm working on. This is my present moment. And I take care of that. And then I move on to the next thing. That is how you handle time. Do things happen? Things come up? Absolutely. Do you adjust? Absolutely. We all do, and we can all manage our time more effectively if you know some little tips and tricks. Stick with us till the end of the week. Out in the Women Business Owners from Overwhelmed to Overjoyed group out on Facebook, at the end of this week, I will be sharing with you a link to a free document. It is my 7 best time management tips that will help you find more time in your day, no matter how you use your time. That's what I got for now. We'll see you next week. Have a good one. Bye for now.